We've all read the story. The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress. But this is real life, and in real life, stories don't always have happy endings. Frog G, the story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero must roam the underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves. There's bound to be terror, ism, and schism, grinding on its throne. We are the ones who must put the position. In fear, trending quick, lesbian love is accepted and right. Nathan, speed hair in the mix, blending the 80s and 90s with me. Long day lay low.
See, Billy, it's catered more towards my style.
Can you hear me right now?
Yes.
Okay, that's weird.
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Why is that weird then?
Oh, no, because I have this thing on my OBS that says sources audio input. I don't know what this is for.
Well, I can't hear anything else but you. So if there's like anything coming through your headphones that you're listening to, I can't hear it. Usually that's like an audio input for the sources is like something going in, obviously. So
yeah, but I mean, I don't have one that says, oh, I guess I do have one that says video capture. Okay.
We got Leg Kick in the chat. What's up, Leg Kick? How you doing, man? Billy wants me to cater, have funny stuff in the beginning. I don't have anything really funny. I have like the Three Stooges, I think, or the Three Amigos. I wish I had the Three. I should get some Three Stooges clips.
Let me see if I can. What's this?
I have
properties. Audio.
I have a couple
capture,
clips.
Default.
This one.
It's like living with a 6-year-old.
I have that one.
Okay.
For my pleasure.
Get that one.
For your pleasure.
For my pleasure. My cleft palate. Yes. My cleft palate pleasure. Yeah, I don't really have any.
I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit.
My channel. My stream's dark and serious, Billy. So serious. We had Pedro in here earlier. He was at a bar.
So,
oh, Prater. How you doing? So you what?
So see this screen right here?
Yes, I can. You want me to make it bigger?
Right. Yeah, I mean, you can't.
There you go.
So right here, at least, like, there's some. That's down here in the bottom right, the color one right there.
Yes.
That's Goblin Girl.
Ooh.
And then all these black and white ones. That's Rock and Roll Ninja.
The ratio seems off.
Well, I had to open all these files today because I just started working on pages 1 through 15 of issue 4 of Rock and Roll Ninja, the final fucking chapter. That's why it's like, on Photoshop, it just basically shows the last.
It shows the last,
things that you did. So here's 15 pages of Rock and Roll Ninja, and then the last colored page I did of. Seems like the ratio's off.
Well, to be fair, it's a lot faster to do the black and white ones than it is to color.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. No, that's
it's like two colors. If I could do a comic in 2 colors, that'd be pretty awesome.
Well, yeah, dude, it'd be a lot easier.
Like gray and then one color, like actual like color, like do gray tones and then one color. Ooh, I wonder if anybody's ever done that before.
Well, I mean, there's been black and white and red. You know what I mean? Like,
who did that?
I do believe, I think DC did it with Batman, or I know Grendel did it.
Oh,
Grendel did it with Red Roast.
Red Roast. Yeah.
Well, Rose, not Roast.
Yeah, black and white comic with one color. I think that's pretty unique. I'm
thinking of doing it with the next Absolute book, black, white, and red. It's kind of a common thing, I think, but maybe.
Well, I don't think you need to stick to one color. I'm just saying, like, one color per page.
What's up, Admiral?
It's like it might have red on it. Some might have.
Oh, I got you.
Yellow. Like some page might have green, you know.
That's not a bad idea.
But
I
no,
know. Well, I know the one color thing, like Sin City had the Babe wore blue or the Babe with blue eyes, and it was just like that was the only color.
Sin City.
Sin
What's
City.
that?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a comic book by Frank Miller.
Oh, I was gonna say, is that another one of those fucking Mark Silvestri thingies?
Yes, it's a Mark Silvestri thingy. Yeah. That unknown, weird, obscure illustrator that no one has heard of before.
Frances Millar. Okay,
Fra-
that's the one that said.
Princess Millar.
What's it called?
There is a Mike Millar. What's up, Noah?
What's it called? What's it called? The Sin Boudoir? What did you say this is called?
It's called
the Sin Chateau.
The Sinful Village is what it's called. Yeah.
The Sinful Villa.
The Villa.
Sin de la Villa.
This is what you're gonna get, people. We're actually not gonna do anything. This is the entire stream. No, I'm gonna draw. That's why we're doing this. As to Billy's request, there are no ducks.
Yeah.
I cater.
Les scenes.
The sins of the Miller.
Les sins de Miller.
What's Frank Miller? Or who's Frank Miller? No, that actually would not surprise me if you didn't know that. You're 12. Yeah. So. How's it going, Billy?
Audio input capture.
While Billy's going over his audio input capture, everybody check out Frog G. You see the beanie. I got a beanie. Mother sewed this on. But the machine sewed it on. It might look different. So yeah, everybody go check out. Wow, why do I have 2 tabs open? That's weird. Wait, did you figure out your audio input thingy?
Well, I'm gonna try something here.
All right. Well, while I'm doing this, you could try your thing. I'm going to just click these buttons and see what happens. See, this is what happens when you click these buttons. You get Frog G. Everybody go back, Frog G.
Ooh.
48-page, fully colored epic fantasy fairy tale story. Colored by Andrew. Beautiful stuff. You saw the intro by Pedro and Luke. Talk about it.
I think I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, pretty dope stuff. I haven't heard from Ink Spots in like 4 days, so I don't know if he's dead or in a hospital or just chained up in a basement somewhere. But
yeah, fuck him.
Yeah. So I mean, if he goes away the dodo, the book will be late. But I'll just once Billy's done with Goblin Girl, I'll pay him money to color Frog G. So yeah, it'll work. Or Matt Yackey, one of the two.
Do it to it.
How about both of you guys? As you get both of you guys 1 page each, off and on. Pretty cool. Yeah, go back Frog G, get the featured tier, and then add on a beanie, and you're good to go. All right, there you go. Everybody go check it out. All right, did you figure out what you're gonna do?
I think media source. Can you hear this at all?
Are you actually playing something now, or are you just saying, "Hey, can you hear this?" Without playing something?
I think it's. I mean, it's like I have it going on. Like I have the media source going, and I can see.
No, I can't hear anything though. This is a magnifying glass, but it won't open up. I want to read this chat. Is Piper awake? Piper in here to read my chat. Thanks, man. But I prefer the long winter hat. Oh, I can hear that now.
Can you hear it right now still?
Yes. No, not right now. Yeah, we like the beanies. Those long winter hats. I know what you're talking about. They're kind of like a nightcap type thing. Yeah. I can't hear anything anymore, Billy. Want to get...
You don't hear anything anymore?
No. I heard something for a bit, and then it cut out.
No music right now?
Nope.
Okay. Huh, that's weird. It's playing, but it's
the Chordath and
not.
Frog G. But need that rollover at the bottom. Did I spell something wrong at the bottom? Is this back Frog G?
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Technical difficulties, I guess. Somewhat.
Yeah. Sorry. Just
No, you're fine. Why are you apologizing, Billy?
I had a little bit of a hard time here.
You don't have to apologize. You know, you're hanging out. You're visiting. You're on my stream. You've been absentee for a while from my stream, but you managed to jump in on Green's time. So that's fine.
But you were there, weren't you?
Yeah. I streamed before that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you and Dan talking about last night? Not that I even though I'm not saying that I was watching or anything.
How did you know Plago was on my stream, Billy?
So what were you and Dan talking about?
What? How do you know Plago was?
I just guessed.
On my stream. You just guessed? Wild guess. Did you even wild guess that I even streamed last night? Talking about he was talking about the Plane movie, and Leah was there. She was talking about
the what movie?
Plane. It's called Plane.
Plane. Oh, okay.
Plane. Yeah, it's like an action movie, like an 80s action movie. Oh. Yeah, it's just an action movie, and then Leah was talking about they did a kind of like a play version of Mean Girls. So she went to see that. Plago went to see his movie. So,
Oh, okay.
We were talking about. Thanks for hopping in.
Cool.
Yeah, appreciate you swinging by.
Dope.
What were you doing last night?
Last night. Last night was a Thursday.
Last night was a Thursday night. Jack's show was on.
I was doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Batman's head on a lance.
You know, just popping in here and there.
Where were you hopping? I didn't see you hopping anywhere.
Place, you know, I do things, Jason.
Well, what were those things? We're here now. Talk about it.
I just said I did a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Those are it is what it is.
What was it? No one knows. We just know.
One thing led to another.
What was the thing what was the first thing? What was the first thing?
That led to the next thing? A little bit of this and a little bit of that. I don't know, a few two things. A little fucking few things.
Tell me. There's a few 2-3 things. Tell me one of the 2-3 things.
Admin.
Admin.
I did some billing and started getting some stuff ready for the tax year.
Exciting.
Made sure that everybody that did artwork for Game Stormers and Algos last year, that was one of our contractors, that they all got sent a 1099 form. We got to keep everything legit.
Let me see why you didn't want to talk about it.
No, I'm just, dude, it's boring shit.
That's why I see why you didn't want to talk about it.
And then I opened up all the Rock and Roll Ninja files and
stared at them.
Well, no, because I like to keep my work very organized, especially if I'm doing work for somebody with another artist. So when they send me digital files, I open up every single file and I make a specific folder that's where I put all the work that I do in it.
Right.
So if there's a bunch of layers and stuff like that, there's like distinctly one folder that's got everything that I did in it, and then I like actually name each layer and like color code it, and since it's the same in every file, like basically it's like I have a color flat, color render, and then like maybe like one or two other ones like touch ups or something like that, or as it goes with mats, like I have like 2 different sets of layers for 2 different like dot sizes, and then like one for black dots and one for white dots. And since it's the same in every single one, I copy that into like every file. Like that's why all those are open at once.
You're very organized.
Well, because I want to like if somebody else, if they want to go back in and edit what I did, I don't want to have to make them like sift, or if like say he changed the line art and needed like all the gray tones to go onto a new file, he could just like grab that folder in Photoshop and like drag it over to the new file and plop it down. It would just be on there,
Right. Well, I mean, I'm not as organized as you. I mainly label things
but see, you usually work solo or maybe with just your colorist. Like,
well, even still, if I'm working with ink, everything's in a mega folder where we have specific things. Like it's just one cloud sharing platform. But if I'm by myself, I still like Absolute has its own folder. Absolute print files have their own folders, so on and so forth. But it's like 2023. Like that'll have.
Well, I mean, have you ever opened up one of InkSpot's folders after he's colored?
Well, we don't do it that way. He'll upload.
No. I know. Okay. I'm just saying because, like, I bet you if you opened up one of his files after he's worked on it, and if you wanted to put inks back on it, you'd be like, "Fuck, where do I put my shit?" Because like, there's so many fucking folders like in here, So since like I usually work with 2 or 3 other artists, like I like to make sure that my shit's in one spot. So if like somebody needs to change something or get rid of it, like it's right there.
Right. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. I mean, and usually since ink works digitally and I work traditionally anyway, I mean, I could change things digitally.
This is traditional?
No, Billy, but
this is crazy traditional, man. I didn't know traditional look like this anymore.
Like this is traditional.
When did traditional get a little toolbar on the side of your
stuff like this is traditional? Huh. Billy, do I need to explain my process to you again? Do I need to explain my whole process to you all over again? And by the way, Noah said that you can't jump pop anywhere because you're old and have bad knees and they'll break. So
legit.
But no, I draw it digitally, half of it, but like maybe 20% of it, and then I'll print it and ink it traditionally. You know my process, Billy.
I wanted to tell Noah it was really cool that he was on like Ethan's last week or whatever. But I'll tell him as a tip, Noah, you said the word "sir" too much. Like, thank you, sir. Like maybe like throw one "sir" in there, but don't keep calling him "sir" each time because it'll make a dude like feel old. Like, you may be younger, but show respect by just call him by his first name, or call
Uncle
him
E,
or call him, Mr.
Frogfather,
Mr. Van Skyver,
or just Ethan.
Yeah.
He has a first name.
We're all working in the space together. You wanna you don't wanna over-sir somebody that's like, because then it feels like you're being like helped at a store, Okay. You finding all the right sizes there for yourself, sir? You're like, yes, sir. I am in the big and tall store, aren't I? Okay, thank you. Fuck. Back off.
Just backing on up. Back on up, son. He felt pity on Noah by having him on his channel. It was nice. Poor little Noah always getting picked on.
Noah needs to broaden his horizons. It's like, dude, I know you love fucking Todd McFarlane and all, but like, come on, man.
I like Todd McFarlane.
I'm a fan. Didn't I just tell you the other day my favorite Todd McFarlane, and you were even surprised at what I said?
Did you?
Or maybe it was, my favorite Todd McFarlane thing is Batman. He did
I was surprised by that.
Yeah, I mean Detective Comics specifically.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. Yeah.
Yep,
It's
I really
such a
love that
short
run.
run too. Yeah.
And I owned it and I loved it, and I bought it specifically because I saw the covers and I was like, "Fuck, dude, that looks dope!" Like, yeah, he like did cool doing, and this was pre-Spawn, so it was like, yeah, he looked cool drawing Hulk, he looked cool drawing Spider-Man, but the first time I saw him draw that big old fucking cape, pre-Spawn, I was like, "Fuck, that looks sick."
Well, I
And like I
have
said,
the
like I said, he was fighting Reaper too, so it was like basically capes and dudes with big sickles and blades. Everything that Spawn ended up becoming.
well, you could see him in the background there, the Todd McFarlane Batman black and white statue, based off of that. I can't remember the issue number, that with the flowing cape. He's right there. Can you see him or no? I can get him down. Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's a dope statue. I mean it's a dope book. Are you holding it in, Billy? I thought you were partaking in your
I didn't
fish
realize.
tank.
I didn't realize that I accidentally hit the mute button. Oops.
I've been here. Oh, I've been broadening my horizons. This past year, I don't even look at that much McFarlane anymore.
Dude, spoken like a person that's like, I don't even look at waifus anymore. Like, I'm like, I'm not even really into big tits anymore. Like, I'm not into big, like, it was a thing I was kind of into for a little while, but like now, like, I'm definitely like over looking at tickle bitties. Like, it's like whatever.
Yeah. Overrated.
Yeah. Into other stuff now.
I look at Todd McFarlane all the time. Love his stuff.
Well, I would say two of my favorite all-time comic book artists are still in like my top 3.
Two of your favorite all-time comic book artists are still in your top 3? How does that?
Yeah. Well, because like my third always kind of floats in and out.
Oh, okay. Who are? Name them, Billy. Hit me.
Oh, it's Arthur Adams and Joe Madureira.
That checks out. Those are good ones. Well,
and they both like they kind of even have like similarities, you might say.
Well,
that they're closer to a more cartoony style than they are a photorealistic rendering, like something that like a Chevy Charest or
what was that? Chevy Charest? Chevy Charest?
Am I not saying that right?
Travis.
Okay. Yeah, or fucking Gregorio Capullo. Any of those guys that do more, more like realistic rendering. I don't know. They're foreign. I can't say their names properly. I'm sorry. They're like
wildly racist.
I don't know those like foreign artists. They're like trippy.
Like, but you could say Madureira just fine.
Joe Madureira, yeah. I mean, why can't you? It's so much easier to say than Chevy Charest. Like, dude,
Travis. What do you mean, Travis? Is the easiest word to say on the planet.
All right, if you say so.
I kind of did. I did say so.
So
no, I do like more of a animated or like unrealistic vibe.
Yeah, well, I mean, they definitely look more cartoony. Like the faces,
right?
Are cartoony faces.
Well, like and people know my major influences, like or my favorites, like Wayshak and Keith. So, I mean, obviously, those are nowhere near. Those are way more exaggerated and cartoony and stuff like that. So, but I do like me a Charest. Yo, what's up, Jim Cox? You got Jim Cox here. What's up, man?
Okay, so I'm gonna show these off.
Show it, Billy.
So,
show me what you got. Show me what you got.
You might want to make me big so you can see this. So
I was highlighting chat.
This was the first one.
Unlike other YouTubers, I pay attention to chat. No.
So, I mean, you got to think about when this was. This is 1987.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, look,
dude.
Todd McFarlane doing fucking Batman. I'm like, dude, that's crazy. You know, like, and that sickle thing is from when he was fighting. And then like the next one comes out, and I'm like, what, dude? This is the shit. Look at this.
So good. Yeah, see, and it's not
Look,
like that.
I mean, did you see these last two? Look at, he's been holding a gun in these last 2 fucking issues.
Yep.
It's like, what? He's using a gun. He's got a gun holster and shit. And then this final one, look at, oh my god,
so good.
that is like dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I would almost say it's like, this is like one of my favorite Batman covers like ever. Like, just especially just with the gun and the bullet holes like at the fucking grave. Like,
Yeah, it's really good.
McFarlane, dude, old school, 87.
Yeah, and it's not like insanely overly rendered, but it still has his McFarlane vibe to it. It's just insanely good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he started going more detailed with stuff, but yeah, this is really sick stuff. Very Adamsy though.
Jim Cox says, "Don't ever be as chill as Billy." No, fair enough.
Why can't we be as chill?
Sorry.
Why can't we be as chill as Billy?
I don't
Sometimes it pays to be have less stress, you know. Sometimes it pays to have less stress. Oh, but by the way, like, share, subscribe. Okay.
I think I have too much energy. Like, I'm too much energy for some people.
You get up there. You definitely get up there in your.
I'm like I'm paprika. I kick it up a notch.
Your paprika mixed with a little bit of oregano. If that oregano contains THC, you know, it's sometimes, you know, it's not a bad thing. I'm not mad at you. I don't know if you could tell. I'm drawing something for the upcoming auction. Hopefully, I can get it done in time. But it's in my wheelhouse, so I should.
Can you tell me like what you're going for with this?
Just a regular pose of the Leopard Queen and the Max. I might make him bigger in the background though, and her smaller. Ooh, that's a good idea, Billy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shit, oh, you're here. Ain't the best colored commentator in the league for nothing. Got to move her over. This is why I lay it out in Photoshop too. Not only can I see it, but also I can cheat and adjust things to how I want them. Yes, you call that cheating. I would just erase it.
What are you talking? It's just, oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Cheating.
The Master's fucking light boxed. Like, it's fucking.
Well, this is the thing. Like I said, if I was sketching and laying this out, I would have no problem redrawing this whole thing. Like, it would be easy, you know. Yeah. So to me, that's not cheating by just repositioning.
Well, like I said, dude. Like, I mean, the master fucking Renaissance painters used light box to fucking.
Oh yeah, dude. They had that
onto the canvas
thing. Yeah, that peephole thing or whatever. That yeah.
It's basically it's a manual light box. Yeah.
Well, and
then the master sculptors, they built little tiny fucking scale maquettes so that they could copy them big scale. Like, they didn't like all those like folds and shit that you see like on all the Greek statues. They didn't just come up with that shit out of their fucking head, dude. They like made little tiny sculptures out of like real cloth and stuff. And then after they made the maquettes, they fucking copied them big size. Almost like it's like they reverse 3D fucking printed them, dude.
And the amazing thing is, like, those maquettes or those even like prelim drawing sketch, they're amazingly accurate to the finished piece. Like, it's crazy how they, like you said, they light box it. Like, they kind of duplicate it in a way. So yeah. I mean,
there's always tricks. Tool. There's always, I know, dude. There's always tricks to the trade, dude. Always tricks to the trade.
Like, I understand your stance on AI art. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, using it for like a reference or like color schemes or whatever, you know, and stuff like that. Like, that makes sense.
Well, like I said, I'm really interested in AI, like, as far as like having full control over the data sets. Like if I have like basically like I want to be able to get my hands on the raw AI itself and not be able to just plug in like prompts, but like I want to be able to control the data set. So it's just like, no, I want to reference just everything that I've ever done.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I only
Like
want I want the data set to just be me.
Yeah,
And then
that's
like I
more
want to be
visual.
able to just say, give me some sky ideas of like skies that I've done. So I don't have to like open up every file of every sky that I've ever painted. And I can be like, oh, okay, look at there's some like different skies that I've done, you know, and be like, all right, you see like everything from the last like 5 years, like grass or rocks that I've like rendered, sample all that shit. And like when I like, you know, put a lasso around somewhere, do Billy Bass go fucking grass or Billy Bass go fucking rocks. Like I want to be able to use the AI as like, you know, my slave, basically.
He's my
Tame that
slave.
fucking robot. I mean, and that's where it's like when people say it's like, oh, AI is theft. It's like, no, the raw technology itself is not theft. It's the way that the AI data
Being
sets are being
utilized.
utilized
Yeah.
are like is highly like suspect. But if you can get control of those data sets and what made me start thinking about it is actually it's funny is there's you know you've heard of like Dolly and then they have Mid Journey and then they have Stable Diffusion and shit like the different AIs that are out there.
Mhm.
Somebody created basically they used the code from Stable Diffusion to make something called novel AI diffusion, and all they fed it was Japanese fucking waifus. Like it's basically all that shit that you see out there with that's AI, that's the Japanese waifu with the big titties. It's
Mhm.
made by a very specific AI that was just fed that type of artwork. So I was like, holy shit, that's why these look so good, is because like the robot was just trained on that. So like that's when it started making me think. I'm like, well, how can I like, yeah, I want to like maybe train it just off of my work then. You know, like I mean, could you imagine like doing that, like being able to do sketchy outlines for your comic and then feed it into an AI and be like, ink this, put some splatters on it and shit. Like based
Yeah.
off of
Well,
your like all your like you feed all your comics into it so it reads off of all of your style, just so that you could like,
what's
you
up,
know, it'd
Alex?
almost be like having an assistant come in and like lay down some shit and you're like, oh, okay, I like this, I don't, and then you could erase some of it, take some of it out.
What's up, Bancroft? Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm more of a person who I like to get in there though. Like I like to do it. Now, if it ever comes to the point where like I physically cannot like get to that point, yeah, that would be awesome. You know
Okay,
what I
well,
mean? Then I'm using it as a tool for what I can benefit from
well,
in
like
my own
you've
regard.
you've done big paintings before. Have you ever just taken
Yeah.
paint and fucking thrown it up onto a canvas to see how it fucking splatters like all big, and then you start like doing work on top of that
Yeah, I
splatter?
do it with watercolors and ink and stuff like that
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
See, you don't have control over how that thing's gonna splatter.
True.
What's controlling it? Physics, chaos,
True.
perchance. And if you don't like the splatter, you're kind of fucked. You know, because like, dude,
Yeah, you can kind of,
I've
but
done.
you
I
need to
mean,
work with
I
it.
mean, because I've told you before, like I traveled with a band for like a year doing big live performance paintings that were like 12 feet long by 8 feet tall. And I had
Mhm.
like 3.5
Yeah, I
hours
remember.
to do that big of a canvas, you know? So a lot of the times, like I was literally like picking up paint and like dipping my hands in like buckets of paint and then just kind of like flinging it, you know? Like after
Right.
I had like done line work to like add texture, I would just like flick paint like, you know, at the canvas. And you don't really know where it's going to go. And I think that like AI in a way is kind of like that. You know, it's a little bit of chaos, but like directed chaos.
Yeah, and that's a good way to
Think,
view it,
yeah.
you know. But I also think people, if they know you did it that way, they kind of get a little apprehensive. Like, you know, I think some people are turned off even by the way I work with, like I print out something and then I ink over it. They might be like, oh, well, he's just using digital and cheating. It's like, well, no, just like you're saying with AI, it's no different than me
Dude,
splattering the ink there.
Well, I mean,
or
and you
AI
you
splattering.
printing it out and inking too, like I said, is no worse than like the masters using the light boxes and shit, dude.
Right, but I'm just saying, like,
Whatever.
it's defending your stance as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I were to do the AI thing, if it's splattering or whatever, or even making like wacky sketch lines and stuff, and then
Yeah.
print that out and ink over it, it's almost no different in a way than me. But this, I'm actually drawing in this, so there's a slight difference there. But
You know, see, and Michael, you just said the thing that I've brought up a bunch. I'm like, I actually use content aware fill all the time, and that's basically just AI sampling a data set, and the data set is just basically the area around the lasso that I've picked.
see,
and then it's like filling that area in with the content aware fill, and that's just basically an algorithm doing that. It's the same thing.
yeah, I haven't used it only because I don't know how to. So to
Well, I
be
mean,
fair,
it's just like
I know
it's
it's
like when,
there, but
yeah, no, when you go to edit and then you hit fill on Photoshop, it says like you can use foreground color, background
oh
color, and
yeah.
then there's content aware fill. And if you use content aware fill, it just basically takes whatever's around like what you're selecting and then fills it in with like basically what it thinks should be in there.
Okay.
Like sometimes if you have broken lines, or
Well,
like a coffee spot on printed line work, you can circle it with content aware fill and like get rid of like that coffee spot or something.
well, right, and it like yeah. So I mean, I just never really utilized it just because I don't know. I also don't work all that often in like color or something like that and digitally, but sometimes I do. But yeah, and yeah, AI is a buzzword. I mean, it is, but yeah, and that you're right. You know, we've been using these like our AI type quote unquote things like electronically assisted methods for years. It's just people don't really realize it or utilize it. And I still say though, no matter what, people like anyone, most people would prefer just like, oh, the guy actually did it. Like they just like it that way, even though you can draw what you just filled in with that content fill. You can draw it just fine or paint it just fine the exact same way. You're just speeding up the process. Because let's put it this way: you're working on 2 books right now and other projects as well. You kind of need to speed up your process. So it's helping you get your work done faster and in your style and your way. So
yeah. Like I said, anything that like I said, if we can get control of how the technology is like I said, usually any tool has a double-edged sword, and if people want to say something's like cheating, but if it's like based off of your own stuff, I mean, they said the same thing about computer animation, like when it came out. They're like, oh my god, the computer's animating it for you, and it's like that's not really how it works.
right. Yeah, like I said, it's not like you don't know how to do what this thing is doing either, though. You look at them like you look. I look at them as tools, as just something to help me, assist me, and like you said, they're back in the Renaissance days. They had those kind of things in a way. They also had assistants. They had other people helping them paint things, helping them draw things, helping them do things.
Yeah.
So it's just a different kind of it's an electronical assistant. That's really all it is.
A lot of graffiti art, like how it usually gets like planned out, is like the artist draws the graffiti, like if it's like a planned piece of like graffiti street art, he'll draw it small and then actually light box it like up onto a wall, and then have like himself or an assistant do like all the fill-in work, like almost like paint by number. And then an artist comes in at the end and like just does like all the detailing and shit and signs. It's like, bam, yeah, check out my shit.
Right. Maromi in the chat, I'm trying to find him out. I like highlighting the people when they come in. Hey, there's Maromi. What's up, Maromi? How you doing?
Michael, you and me are exactly on the same level when it comes to how AI could be used as a technology. I think it's probably because we both work in comics and work in commercial art as well. Because it's like,
I would say the like it's cheating if you like just plug in stuff to AI, let it do its thing, and then you print it. Like then yeah, like if you're not doing anything at all,
that's stupid.
That's not using it for what you should use it for at all. But
Well, I mean,
it can have
okay.
benefits.
Well, here, let me give you another example. And I'm just saying, this isn't like, say like maybe in like a couple of years, like say Inkspots dies.
Or now, I haven't heard from him in forever.
And then you want to do another comic book that's like Frog G part, like fucking issue 0, the return to the swamp,
Mhm.
and Inkspots isn't around to do that anymore for you. So you do all the inking like yourself, just like you're doing now, and then you plug it into the AI, and you're like, "Hey, can you color this using the other Frog G issues that Inkspots did while he was alive? God rest his soul, did with me." And then it actually colored this new Frog G for you, but using your line work to fucking color it.
Right. Yeah.
What would you think about that shit?
That,
Inkspots from like Deus Ex Machina from the
well,
machine.
the good thing about that, and it's a good point, and it could benefit also because it could benefit Inkspot's beneficiary of Frog G. Because, like,
Right?
if he would have
All
passed,
proceeds
let's say
could
his
go to
wife gets
them.
right, all the money would go to him.
Instead of like
Right,
some
yeah.
other person trying to copy Inkspot's style, we could just use like the technology to copy his shit.
Yeah, and that way I don't have to worry about paying.
Jim
like,
Cox says some people like fake titties too.
you ain't wrong.
Give me them big old titties.
What's up, some person? Welcome. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that way I don't have to pay another colorist and then also give Inkspot's beneficiary their cut. So like it would help because they would get more of the money. They would get more money in that regard. So yeah, like I said, it utilized right. I mean, people abuse everything though, just like the drugs. So people abuse those all the time. They get a bad rap. Some of them, anyway. All right. I think I have my layout. What do you think of my layout, Billy?
I think it's looking good.
All right. Thanks. Said hopefully I can get this inked up for the art auction. I'll be on the art auction tomorrow, 11 to 2. I think I'm on with Irene also. So, yeah. I thought Rod Looper was there also. I think Inkspots looks like Inkspots is supposed to be there too. So let's hope he's breathing. If not, maybe I could sell more stuff. Can't stand fake boobs. Well, personally, well, I mean, hey, sometimes they are good though for like if you've had breast cancer and had to have your breasts, they had to get them removed. There you go. They get fake ones to make themselves look feminine again, or so to speak. Some people want to have that representation. They want to have that. So there are benefits to fake breasts as well. They're not just for men. I think it's cheating, but with the way some clients act, they might not. The way some clients, they may not deserve full quality. That depends on pay, but
it's like, I mean, like I said,
is,
it's to me, it also AI seems like another form of photo bashing, and we all accept photo bashing as a as an acceptable thing. Like, I would be hard pressed like to
hiring artists.
People...
Well, he's also saying like some people, like eventually clients may not hire artists because they could just tap into the AI. Like I said, there's
the good thing about that is, at least here in the U.S., there's already been a court ruling that any image that is created by an AI cannot be copyrighted. So no company is going to be wanting to hire anybody to create AI created artwork for them, because they would be opening themselves up to a huge amount of liability, because they wouldn't be able to copyright that work that they had commissioned, and anybody else could take that same image and produce it somewhere else, and they would have no recourse to protect their IP because the artwork was based and created off of AI. So we humans are safe. Like the legal system has already started to put shit into play, so we're totally safe.
Yeah, and as far as clients, a client can be a total jerk. If they pay me what they should pay me, they're going to get the best quality I can give them. Their attitude and personality doesn't come into effect as to how the quality of what I do. It's how much money they give me. If they're going to give me $20 to do like an 11x17 full-on inked piece, it's not going to be a 50-hour piece. Like I'm just not going to. Yeah.
I think one thing that might happen more is like professional artists that turn in work to actually professional clients might have to actually not send flattened files, but like full Photoshop file with like layers to like, so that you can see that it was created by you.
Right. What's up, Mighty Magic?
Which is a thing.
Yeah. I've had some people like, hey, I want the layers or whatever. But if I'm making something traditionally, I mean, there's no layers. Like you get what you get.
Yeah.
But
you're paying for you. Yeah. People have been talking about how programs are going to make graphic designers extinct since before I started. Designers and artists are paid for their eye and vision as well as talent. It's very true. Every time some new thing comes out, it's like, oh, we have 3D modeling now. Like people that aren't going to have to learn perspective. It's like just because you have a 3D model like there doesn't mean it looks cool.
Right.
Doesn't mean that it works. Doesn't mean that anything. Yeah. It's people get crazy like for every new jump in shit, like I always say it's like you sound like the caveman that's looking at the guy with the paintbrush and going, cheater. I'm carving this shit with stone on walls and using ox blood to fucking stain it here for the next couple centuries. What, you're using a paintbrush? Oh, fucking cheater.
You cheater. How dare you get up?
It's like saying when the photograph came out, it was good. It's like, oh, now we have photographs, man. That's gonna put fucking portrait painters out of business. I mean, now that we can just take pictures.
Yeah, dude, I get people that want me to draw something or off of a photo and make it look like the photo, and I don't get it because you have the photo.
You're like, have you seen my work? You're like,
I'm like, you have the photo. You don't need me.
Can you draw portraits?
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Can you draw my friend's cat?
I get that a lot.
What about landscapes?
I would do like festivals and stuff, and I'd see everybody's got lighthouses, and I have like demons with intestines hanging out and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna do really well here.
Yeah,
that's why I stopped doing them.
Michael, and websites like Wix and stuff. Honestly, yeah, web design was kind of good money in the early 2000s, but fucking no artist liked doing web design and having to do that for money.
No, I mean I could have done web design, and then if anything, I probably should have.
I did. Yeah, it was good money, but it sucked. It was super boring.
Yeah, I worked with a few people, and their job was web design, and it just seems just insanely, just gratuitously dull. It was just like, ugh. But then again, look where I'm doing now. I'm working in shipping, and I'm trying to make a comic book, and it's a grind. So the trade-off is I could have been working web design and getting paid decent money and not have to worry about much. So yeah. So who's the fool now? But yeah, and you have Wix and stuff like that. Like my website I made through a template, bascomjason.com. It's through a template. It looks okay. I did know some web design because I did take a couple classes, but I used I integrated it with Photoshop and Dreamweaver. So I didn't do any HTML coding. But yeah, it was dull. I didn't care for it. So you're working on Rock and Roll Ninja? Billy even there? Did he leave and not tell me? He's like, hey, I'll be right back. Oh, you're muted.
No, I keep hitting a goddamn hotkey that keeps muting it. I'm sorry.
Take that hotkey off. Yeah. Why do you have a hotkey that mutes you?
It's also connected to Discord, so sorry.
Oh, you got to mute yourself in Discord?
Yeah.
It seems highly suspicious, Billy. Hey, Angela Curry, what's going on? I like Angela Curry. She's nice. I like nice people, Billy.
Yeah.
I don't like rude jerkheads.
Yeah. Deciphered. That's a fun word to spell.
Deciphered?
Yeah.
I'd have to Google it.
Huh. It's DECI.
I know that there's a PH in there. There's a PH in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
That's why it's fun. A little PH.
Because of the PH. That makes it fun and neat. But yeah, just using the services is a much more viable for the price for most. People like other people's creativity. They do. You know, you can plug in anything anywhere, you know, into these things and get something, I guess, kind of fun and silly and cool, but nothing to me can beat the imagination of a human being. So
the powerful spirit of a human.
Oh, the spirit of a human. You're in Discord now, Billy. I heard it go boop. It's rude. Rude. It's okay. You told me you can only stay so long anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah, I'm doing okay right now. We're doing all right.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody swinging by. Backfrog G. Hit like, share, subscribe. All right, I did my thing. Do you like how I do that? Kind of offhand and almost like I don't care. I do care, Billy. I care about Frog G. Do you care about Frog G, Billy?
Yes, very much.
You liar.
Oh, gee. What are you talking about? Like, I wish Inkspots would like update the page so that the cover with Irene that I worked on would be
I could do it. I always forget too. But we'll show you what we're gonna show people, Billy.
Let's do it right now. Let's just do it live, dude.
You want to do it live?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I do it live,
well,
I'd have to share my screen and be back. They'll see my back room in the Indiegogo.
Don't wait. Don't you have a second scene in OBS so that it's not showing your desktop? It's like showing like just like you, a big camera view.
Yeah.
Yeah, just switch to the camera view and do it in the background, and then you can bring it up afterwards.
Well, so this isn't sharing my screen. This is just sharing Photoshop.
Yeah. Okay, you know what I mean. Not having the picture-in-picture, just having just your face. Like, see, we'll.
You want people to see my beautiful visage?
We'll switch. See, like,
want,
see how? Well,
no, like,
see.
Viewers?
No, okay. Look at. You see how I'm all camera and your art,
right.
your social artwork.
You want. You're saying you want the viewers to see my amazingly pristine visage.
Yeah, we'll switch.
Look
at that? and then I'll go like this. Watch. Why
are you switching?
Oh, look. See?
Well, why are you switching?
I'll go like this. I mean, just because then we can have it'll be like balance.
Oh, so somebody's working on artwork.
Yeah, and then
while I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See? See, I'm smart.
Billy, you're very smart. You're a very smart guy. I don't care what people say about potheads. You're very smart.
So look at so this is a little preview. Everybody, Rock and Roll Ninja is wrapping up here. Look at we have a little action-packed page happening right here. Panel 1, we have our heroes, Dennis and Angel.
So I just save image as and then use those dimension sizes.
Yep. Okay. Just like the cover that's currently up there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so look, we have Angel right here in the background. He's fucking stabbing this ninja right through the chest.
Are you allowed to show that?
Yeah. And then we have Francis slashing. This dude's losing his Uzi, and then right here up front, Dennis. He's like, "Oh, dude, through the fucking face, right through the bridge of the nose, the katana through the head."
It's dope.
Yeah.
Who drew that, Billy?
Oh, this is Matt Barr.
Who?
Matt Barr.
Did you say Matt Barr?
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. With great tones by me. This is what I'm working on right now.
By the great Billy.
Yeah. And then we have Hudson right here. He like turns around, he opens up this box. He's like, "God damn!" He's got his Uzi like ready. He's like,
Yeah, it's Uzi
and then
in hand.
he busts it out. Oh,
I
shit.
miss Uzis. You don't see a good Uzi anymore.
Yeah, and he's like, take that, motherfucker. He's like, blam. Those guys get taken out.
All right, let me do file. I'm gonna place embedded.
And then Hudson's like sitting there going full auto. He's like, we gotta find a way out of here. With like ninja stars all flying through the air and shit. And he's just like, I don't know, what do you call that? He's like, trap door. Like just about to take a ninja star to the dome right there. Oh, what could happen next page? Who knows what could happen the next page? This is exciting shit. I said,
I'm enthralled.
Rock and Roll Ninja, issue 4. Wait, let me take off the blue lines. There we go. Goodness. So many ninja stars flying everywhere. So much blood. So much action.
So much drama and violence.
So much rock and roll, baby. Yeah.
Hey, on Indiegogo.
Look at that. We got speakers and shit. We got fucking carpets to put your drum kit down on. We got
I gotta log in.
Uzis.
Dude, like I said, I miss Uzis, man. They used to be everywhere.
Uzis.
Uzis aren't anywhere anymore.
Uzis.
I used to, when I was a kid, I made a character named Uzi.
Uzis.
I was like, yeah, this guy's cool. He's using Uzis. His name is Uzi.
Yeah, you guys are gonna love this shit. Matt's shit looks dope. He's letting me like, it's cool too, because it's like, I don't know where. I mean, because like, gray toning is basically adding it. I mean, it's like, I know it sounds silly and kind of redundant, but like, gray toning is basically adding in just the shadow area to line art. It's almost like it's it's that third tone. It's like the monochromatic like part. And Matt doesn't usually tell me like where he would want the light source like to come from, but like I always kind of know it now at this point, now that we've done so many pages together, and it's like super fun, like I said. So like I get to like I said, frame the characters like how I would like want to know where the light's coming from, like from the spark of the guns and the shine of the stage, the shadows through the trees. Like sometimes like I've done that like in the jungle scenes where I've like done the gray toning where it's just like leaf shapes, like where the shadows through the trees are like coming, fun stuff.
Sounds fun.
It is, dude. Rock and Roll Ninja is a fun book. It's got ninjas, it's got military, it's got military shit, it's got ninjas, it's got martial arts action, and it's got a whole lot of rock and roll. And it just rocks, period.
I'm excited for it. I backed it. I think everyone else should back it too. How can they find it, Billy?
Currently, any project that is by Richard C. Meyer, also known as Ya Boy Zach, will have Rock and Roll Ninja in the add-on section. So I think currently he has Rambo First Mission. Oh, fuck, is it First Mission? I fucking forget, dude. Rambo. Fuck. Anyways, it's like Rambo First Mission, because it's not First Blood, because First Blood's the name of the movie, but it sounds like First Blood. Any book that's by Splato Comics, your boy Zach, is
Indiegogo is really fighting me right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm in StreamYard or not.
Yeah. First tour, like there's Matt Bar.
Is it first tour? Is that what it is?
First kill. Matt Barr's
Oh,
right
first.
there. He's like watching us. Now I feel like all weird.
What's up, Bob?
My name's next to his name.
Oh, it like froze up on me. Oh, never mind. What does this say? I'm going to click the OK button. I don't know what that said. I'm going to click cancel now and try it again. Okay. All right. Keep talking, Billy. Read the chat.
Admiral Wacka says HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are like getting a blowjob compared to learning SQL and database management. Am I right? That's what we say on the streets, fool.
That's what we say.
You know. Admiral Wackass also says, I'm pretty stoked for Rock and Roll Ninja. Matt6 Bar says, my ears were burning. And it's first tour.
If first tour, yeah.
Don't worry, man. I was just showing some panels by really quick of like a little tiny snippet of like part, nothing more than what wouldn't be in like a movie trailer. If it was a movie trailer, it's just like some little just quick with some narration and some foley art
foliage
done by me just kind of doing it like with my mouth.
Oh, maybe I clicked the wrong button. I don't think so. This is what happens whenever. This is why InkSpots had to set it up, because it's just easier. I think I might have clicked the wrong button. I don't think so.
Maybe that's when I was hitting mute, I was actually unmuting myself in Discord, and maybe Matt heard me talking about Rock.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Final chosen.
Okay. Maybe. Why doesn't Matt get in here?
He might be busy.
It doesn't sound like he's busy.
He might be busy with baby stuff.
Sure. Yeah. Well, then maybe he shouldn't have us on around his children. We're not. This isn't an all ages show.
Frog G's all ages.
Frog G is all ages, but this show is not all ages. I'm sorry, I can't consent to being all ages.
Well, he might have earbuds in. Hey, finally did it. Okay. It only took 4 hours. All right, save. It says save right up there. Save changes. All right. Let me see if it worked. Billy. Oh, see, there's that silence I was talking. You mute yourself again?
No.
Okay. That's why I have Ducks play, dude.
So I was also going to. Yeah, no, I was also going to say, I'm not sure. People might have seen it. I was working on it the other night on Irene's, but here is we're going to put it in our new beginning of the year update, but it's the newest page of Goblin Girl that was just finished.
Oh, is that in Discord now?
It's a trans-dimensional battle of the psyches that's happening inside a trapped gem, where we have our anti-hero fighting this cosmic being. And once he can get to that gem, because it's a physical representation of the prison that they're trapped in, and he can shatter it, then he will actually shatter this reality and be able to escape from that realm and return to the world where Goblin Girl lives. This is a pretty epic page.
That is sick, dude. I
love getting to work on Dan's stuff. It's like I said, I'm sure it's very similar, like how Ink Spots must feel like working with you. It's just like getting to just go all out. Or it's just
I don't know about that one, but we have a visitor. We have a visitor,
do.
Billy. We do.
We do.
You know who it is? It's a legend.
Who's it? Oh, was that okay
Legend.
that I was narrating and I showed a little page off? Just one?
Nah, dude, that was fucked up.
You ruined it, dude.
Erase
Now
your
he's got to
name.
scrap Rock and Roll Ninja, and he's got to start over.
Erase the name off of it. You're fired.
Oh my god!
Hey, look, Billy. I'm gonna show you something.
Just kidding. Billy's about to pull a Gabe. He's about to fire me off of Rock and Roll Ninja.
Oh my god!
And he's gonna finish the drawings of the last 10 pages.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Prepare to have a really shitty ending. You know how some movies are really good the first 3/4 of the way through, and then they have dog shit endings.
Oh my god, yeah. It's like going and seeing like Avengers Endgame level like graphics, and then when you finally see the movie, it's
like
like
a trauma.
Hercules, the
it's like a
Adventure continues.
There you go, Billy.
Is that fucking Kevin Sorbo? What the fuck is going on?
No, I know. It goes from looking like Lord of the Rings to like fucking PlayStation fucking 2. Like you're just like, whoa,
Yeah, I like
damn.
PS2.
Yeah,
You're on
but
the
I mean,
campaign
it's
page now,
but I mean, even the cinematic quality on PS2 is a little suspect. Maybe even PS1. Who knows?
Billy, you're on the campaign page now.
That's not me. That's Irene Strakowski. That's her beautiful cover.
Did you color it?
Oh, I think I did work on that with her.
All right, there you go.
I work on so many things.
Never hiring you again. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Get back that. There you go. There's Irene's cover with Billy Basco's colors on it. It's on the campaign page now. Everyone can see it.
Billy Basco, art whore.
Art whore, the whorest of the whores.
Dude, like, dude, there was
buddy.
no, dude. It's just like there was like crews, dude. Like people that were kind of working at like Image Comics and stuff. Like, not all of them worked together all the time, but like some of them would like work together like a bunch. Liquid Colors like worked with like a bunch of like different artists from like Mark Silvestri to Greg Capullo to fucking,
Hey, you said his name right.
Oh well, because I was talking about a colorist with them.
Oh,
And Joe Mad, yeah, it's like, but gave it a different flair for like each different artist to like work with the strength of the artist.
Yeah, we got Bird in the chat. Yeah, people saying hi to each other. What's going on, Bar? What are you doing?
I'm doing some Rock and Roll Ninja right now.
Yeah. You know how much longer you are going to have Frog G up? We'll have it up during fulfillment even, so it'll be a few months. Frog G is going to be up for a few months still. I currently finished page 20, so we're almost halfway done. I could show it, I guess. At least with the line art, we're almost halfway done. Like I said, Ink Spots, I think, is somewhere in a ditch, lifeless. Since I haven't heard from him, it's way over there. All right,
In a ditch.
He's in a ditch. Yeah, broke his neck again. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, he probably literally was in a ditch somewhere, but
he probably literally
related
was. I did see he liked a tweet somewhere, so at least I know he's alive. But all right, so this here is page 20. I just finished it. I finished it actually on Irene's stream, but she didn't notice. She was too busy talking about nuclear warfare and Armageddon. So there you go. It's page 20.
That's funny. Weren't we talking about that earlier, Billy?
What's that?
The nuclear. We were like on there with Matt Yackey.
Yeah, I was on there too.
Yeah, we're all gonna fucking burn in a hailstorm of nuclear.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I just I imagine myself like totally clinging on to that cyclone fence as the fucking bomb passes and turns me into a skeleton like in T2. Yeah. Don't you? I mean, like that's how I want to go. Like just pow! It's just the fucking heat searing my flesh to the bone.
Fuck.
Yeah, almost
Just
halfway
like
there.
your last sensation is like your eyeballs burning out of your skull. Like, oh.
Yeah, totally. It's so hot, it just fucking sears my shadow into the stone behind me.
Did you see that movie, Don't Look Up?
No, I didn't. I heard it was terrible.
It's
I mean, it is. It's pretty fucking lame. But at the end, like, everybody knows that this shit's about to hit. Like, the asteroid's about to hit. They're fucked. Like, just like this firestorm is spreading over the planet. And they decided to just do this little montage of, like, oh, a fucking bee flying and touching a flower. A baby, like, being bathed in a bath. Like, it was just all this like fucked up shit as this firestorm was like spreading. Just like, yeah, look at all these babies burning as you're fucking like all bees and babies burning. Just fucked up, man. I hate that. Like, it's.
But
I want to think about babies fucking burning. That's why I don't like fetishize like the apocalypse or nuclear shit. Like, it really does scare me.
So you don't like movie like Mad Max and stuff like that?
No, man, it terrifies me, dude. Like, yeah, if that shit kicked off, like, how are you going to provide for your family? You know what I mean? Like, that's the fear. Like, it's not just me, like, being like, oh, yeah, if the shit hits the fan, like, I'm going to take off all my clothes and I'm going to start eating people. It'll be fucking awesome. Like, well, I don't know. Me, like, I have a family. I'm like, fuck, how am I going to provide for my family? Like, what am I going to do for my children and shit? You know, it's like that fucking fear of, like,
do you ever watch that kind of stuff and then start like thinking about all the people that you know and then like judging them on whether you would actually really be friends with them if the apocalypse like went down, like, or they would just be dead weight and you'd be like, yeah, you're not somebody that I would like have with close to me, like if like shit went down. Like,
well, you have a preset group of people that you've contacted in case shit hits the fan. Like, hey, when shit hits the fan, go ahead and fucking pull out your shortwave radio and
because I started thinking just like that, like, I don't know, sometimes like thinking get too deep on fiction. I'm just like, yeah, well, you know what, if shit went down, like there's like a certain group of friends that I really like a lot, but I mean they're not ones that like also would be people if shit went down that that I would ever contact, or that if they tried to contact me and they needed my aid, like, sorry, I don't have room for you. Like, it's like on my boat.
Oh my god! Like if you saw their encampment like on fire and burning, would you go over there and help them, or you'd be like,
I might wait till the fire went out and then see if there was any like supplies left to like
looting bastard.
Survival, man. He's got to survive somehow.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Well, it's like you go, no, I think people would be good, and all you have to do is play like one session of like DayZ or Escape from Tarkov, where you're like, dude, have you ever played DayZ?
Yes.
No.
It's a game where you show up on the beach, right? You wake up on the beach and you don't have anything, so you have to loot and get like go into this house. Okay, here's some water. Oh, here's an apple. Like you're literally like fucking, you have to like eat and shit to survive, right? And as you're doing this, you're like trying to find like weapons, like, oh, here's a bat. Oh, wait a minute, here's a fucking pistol. You know what I mean? And like you're kind of like survival, right? But there's also some zombies. But the zombies aren't scary. What's scary is other fucking players, dude. So I'm like running down the street and this dude fucking comes up. He's like, hey, I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, hey man, go ahead and empty your backpack. Like, what? Yeah, into your backpack, and he fucking like pull out a shotgun, and so it's like,
yeah, I mean that's how it would go,
fuck you, motherfucker. Yeah. And he fucking blew
that's
me
why
away,
you have
dude.
your own shotgun, and you're like, no,
I didn't have a shotgun yet. I mean, it was like first. I don't play it anymore, but it's like brutal like that, dude. So I'm just like imagining if shit really hits a fan, like don't go running down the damn street, you know?
Well, yeah, you want to
keep your shit concealed at all times. Scary stuff, man.
It is. I mean, I also look at, you got to look at certain circumstances, like life circumstances. Like obviously I'm screwed. I'm foobarred. So I need somebody else that would have to hunt and provide for whoever, like my nephews or uncles or mother or whoever's alive. So Like, because I can't, I'd be dead. I have a very short lifespan without technology and medications. So, yeah, that's why I'm like, I hope it does. But if it happens the way I see it,
I mean,
also,
I mean,
I'll be
it's
eviscerated by a bomb anyway.
well,
so.
you would have to make the same choices too, because like I said, you have a set of like friends in your life, and like
Mhm.
some of them you'd be like, okay, well, like because I have certain needs, like is this friend, if the apocalypse is going down, are they going to be a drain on my resources, or are they going to be like a contributing like member, like and based on that, it's just like people, it's just like you can tell, it's just like I think you'd be a drain on my resources, so you wouldn't be part of my group.
Hey, can I come over? No,
No,
you
No,
can't.
you're not in my. No,
No.
you're not in my crew. No,
Yeah,
get out of here.
you're not a contributing, resource giver to the apocalypse.
It's almost
fucking
like
tribe.
you're setting up a role playing game where you have like your team of people. You know what I mean? Like, who do you put on your team? Like, so and so who's good with XYZ, or scared person who's always hungry. It's like,
Man, you sure are scared a lot, and you eat a bunch.
yeah, you eat a lot and you're always scared.
You never want to go check on shit when shit's going down.
Yeah.
Nothing more entertaining than burning babies. This Predator 7. It's not. He's kidding. He's like saying, "Wow, that's
Yeah, I
not a
know.
very entertaining subject matter." Yeah. Yeah. Don't watch Day After. There's a Day After. It's just called Day After. I know Day After Tomorrow. I don't know about Day After.
I read the book the day after. I don't know if it's a
Barefoot.
movie yet, but I haven't read Barefoot Generation. But I bet you Barefoot Generation is like the next group of people being raised after the fucking fall. Like 1 second after is 1 second after is the book that I read where it was like
It's not Baby BR.
a nondescript. They don't say who it is, or I don't remember, but they have a nuke and they get it into the Gulf of Mexico and they launch it over the United States, like over the eastern coast, and it blows up in the air and it creates an EMP that knocks out like everything this side of the Rockies. And so that's how the story starts. Like, this guy is just a professor at a college in North Carolina, like up in the mountains, and suddenly none of the cars work. Suddenly there's fucking planes falling out of the sky. Like, it's fucking crazy, dude.
An EMP would totally, like, that to me would be one of the scariest things that could happen to humanity, just because we're so dependent.
The foreword is written by Newt Gingrich. Like, he's like, yo, like, politicians like have nightmares about the scenario that you're about to fucking like read. And so like while the dude is like reading the book, it's fiction, but he's also like lacing in some vegetables. You know what I mean? He's like giving you some like info, of just like, okay, you're gonna have like first wave of deaths. It'll be like medication. It'll be fucking people with pacemakers, people on critical support, like shit like that, hospital stuff. And then you'll have a next wave of deaths that'll be hygiene related, feces, fucking dirty water because shit's not moving. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's really scary. And the book is really sad because the main guy has a daughter who is diabetic and she needs insulin.
Yep.
So he fucking, like, as soon as shit hits the fan, he like goes to the pharmacy and is like, can I get some insulin? And she's like, look, you're not the only one with diabetes. I have 3 other people. I'm going to divvy out what I have. Like, fucking keep it cold somewhere. You know what I mean? And good luck, and, like through diet and through other shit, he tries to maintain it, but like he loses a daughter,
Right.
And it's fucking
Brutal.
It sucks, man. Yeah, it was super brutal, dude. It was super brutal. But
Billy's avatar is Ghost Monster. It's a Ghost Monster.
1 second after, dude, it's fucking crazy book.
No, but like the diabetes thing, like I can relate to that because if I don't get medications, obviously the kidney would fail. Then if I don't have dialysis, I'm dead. So like if if an EMP hits, like I'm foobarred, So
because you're dealing with dialysis, you need electricity.
You
right?
can hand
you
turn
need,
it. You
and you
can
need
still
fucking
live, but
Yeah, you'd be okay.
my lifespan would be insanely short, and I high risk of infections. I would need medications that other people would need too, so it'd be like an all out gun fest
Yeah,
to those
yeah.
medications. But in that time frame, do I try to make myself live longer, or in that short time frame that I have, try to make sure my family is set and with good people? So that's probably the route I would go. I would try to be like, okay, well, I know this is just an example. I know Bar, can you help my, youngest nephew out and take care of him? Like
Let's say, come on down.
right. And so that's what I would do mainly in that time frame. Then I would worry about prolonging my life if possible. So like family and friends would be first, and then myself would be last.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, a world end, like a nuke hitting or an EMP, like, yeah, it's scary stuff. But I don't know. I don't really fetishize it. But
Because that's scarier than fucking zombies, dude.
oh yeah,
Like, I would rather deal with 20 shuffling zombies because I'll smash some
Shufflers.
shit up, dude.
Call them
Right?
shufflers.
Shufflers? I'd
Skitters.
rather deal with skinners or rotters, whatever you want to call
Clickers.
them, than 20 hungry, desperate people.
Clicker heads.
right.
You know what
And
I
that's the
mean?
thing.
Like,
You have a family
like-
you have to worry about. So if I'm like, Bar, can you help my family out? You'd be like, dude, I got my own family, and I'd have to be like, oh, I get it. You know what I mean? Like there are
I think that you'd be. I think you still have like, even though you may have medical things like that, you have other things to offer that trustworthiness goes a long way in the apocalypse, man.
like as far as like self-preservation.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you straight up.
Well, I'm just saying, like okay, family wise, like
trust
my
goes
uncles.
Trust goes a long way. So
My uncles
don't make me look sideways at you.
My uncles and aunts and my grandparents, they know how to hunt and fish and do all this stuff. It's the generation after them and so on that don't. So like me, my nephews, and all of us, we would kind of be screwed because we never really learned all those traits. Now I do have some cousins and family that do know how to hunt and skin and do all the other crap. So like there is still family I would go to first before I'd hit up my friends who have family themselves. But yeah,
there was a rapper. He was at this conference, and people were talking about like rising up and having a revolt and stuff like that.
Right.
And I don't know if it was like how seriously it was taken, but like he stepped up and was like, "Do you know how to fish? Like, do you know how to farm? Like, why are you like talking that crazy shit? Like, why are you talking about rising up and like overthrowing anybody? Like, if you can't even like support yourself."
Right.
It's kind of an interesting.
I mean, I know how to fish.
It's almost like Antifa and shit. Like, oh, you're gonna like tear down the system. Well, can you hunt? Can you provide? Like, can you provide for yourself?
I know how to fish. I don't know how to prepare it. So like, I'm sure I could learn that as I go. Like,
Can you prep fish so that it's like it like lasts more than a week?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. So
like,
yeah, I don't know how
it's
to
like
do that.
there's shit like can you like not like weird shit like can you can? Do you know how to can? Do you know how to jar?
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's like it's like
take over PetSmart and breed hamsters.
I should start trying to get some
what?
Just some
canned food.
Learn how to do some preserves a little better.
Like raspberry preserves.
Yeah.
Some jams and jellies.
Yeah, dude. Heirloom seeds. I have a bunch of heirloom seeds right now that I'm going to be using this spring.
Nice.
And heirloom seeds are like seeds that like they produce fruit or vegetables, whatever you're growing, that like then have also seeds. Because sometimes the seeds that you get from the stores are like neutered or something. You know what I mean? Like what? They don't produce. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they've been what's the name of that company?
Monsanto'd?
Yeah, they've been Monsanto'd.
Monsanto.
Would you rather hear? I mean, I don't know the exact details, but I was like,
even
okay.
jammed.
I was just an old person told me that heritage seeds were the ones to go with, so I was like, okay, heritage.
Yeah,
seeds.
listen to the elders,
These heritage
man.
seeds, dude.
We
Always.
need to listen to elders more often. Listen up, Noah. Listen up, son. That's nice. That's nice. So yeah, so we were talking about all that on that Irene stream, and it was funny because she's like, "No one else is drawing but Allie." Bar and I are like, "We've been here the entire time."
Dude, and I've been drawn all fucking day, and I was drunk. I was like, it was like 12 o'clock at night. My hands were already tired from fucking drawing.
Oh my god, dude, it was so funny. And then when Shane came in, he was just totally ripping on Allie's art. It was hilarious.
This game, yeah. I dipped out.
Oh god, it was so good. I was just like, oh, thank God.
I was talking a little shit about it.
I'm like, at least somebody's saying, he's like, what the fuck is that? And he's just like, yeah, like, it's my art.
Yeah, I didn't say I wouldn't say I was talking shit, but I was definitely like, why do you keep drawing over the same lines? Like, she just kept like fucking going over and over the same line.
Oh, that's
again,
right.
like,
I remember. That's right.
So Shane must have got on after I left. Then
yeah, Shane got on after you, and I dipped out when you did, Bar. So he came on because I looked back in later to see what happened, and I saw Shane was on there, and I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks. I like hanging out with Shane, but I didn't listen to anything though. But yeah, I don't know. People draw at their own skill level if they want to doodle.
Come on now,
whip on it. I don't. But, other people can do what they want. Not knocking people.
I'm not knocking on heaven's door.
Knocking on. Exactly like that.
Oh my god, dude!
Exactly how
I
that
don't like it.
sounds. I am a vocal chameleon. So how's your day going, Matt Barr?
I am a vocal chameleon. What?
How's your day going?
So far, so good. All the patience that I have got used up by my two kids.
And not just your two kids. Come on, who else was it?
I don't know. You?
Oh, jeez, damn!
Wow.
No, you said your dog earlier. Remember? I gotta go take care of my dog. Damn.
I'm just fucking around.
Sure. Okay. I mean,
see, that's what I'm saying. My kids have used up all my patience. I have no patience for fucking.
Prater wants to know where that stream was. Irene nuked it,
buddy.
Irene deleted that, privated that stream because it was so whacked out.
Was it because we were talking about Nazis?
It was because of every topic that they were talking about, Billy. It was every single topic. It was insanity. I was silent the whole time because
she is always against the fatherland.
Jeez.
Where are her loyalties?
I thought it was funny because like it was so serious and just deep and dark and and then Billy and Plagle and Bar trying to like do stuff like that and make jokes and laugh and like everybody kept going with the whole "we're all gonna die." Like,
that's the joke.
I'm like, man, my friends are trying to make things turn around to be funny, and everybody else wants to talk about grim destruction.
Well, I mean, it's like, yes, you're gonna fucking die. Like, let's just fucking move on. Like,
yeah. No, I mean, I don't like thinking about passing away. Jeez. I don't even like saying.
I don't either. But I don't even like saying something.
I don't even like saying the D word. Honestly,
it's
on my mind a lot.
There's a lot of D words. I mean, it's got. Really? I don't know. To me, to not have your own mortality in the back of your head somewhere is foolish. You should think about that.
Yeah, dude, because it's like it's that TikTok.
Yeah, it's also like how you treat
I almost want to get a tattoo on my wrist that says TikTok, motherfucker. Like, yo, TikTok, dude, because you got fucking seconds. I don't know how many seconds I have, so I'm like trying to get as much shit done before I peace out. Because I don't know, man. I hope shit happens. It's cool when I peace out, but I don't know. It could just be fucking blackness. It could be Like somebody was like, "Hey, do you remember what it was like before you were born?" It's like, no, I don't. It's like, yeah, that's what like being dead is gonna be like.
Yeah, but you don't know that either,
Like,
though.
holy fuck, dude!
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
no, I don't know
Yeah.
that. That's kind of
It's just
pessimistic.
like,
But I was
well,
like, oh, weird. One way.
yeah.
No, dude, you're gonna wake up and like fucking Backstreet Boys is gonna be playing.
Oh,
And
no.
there's gonna be
Wait, I'm
like,
gonna be in
rivers
hell.
of fucking weed and
No, I think maybe depending on what you've learned, you might like transcend into like another like dimension. No,
Good way to think about it.
I don't
No,
know.
I mean that's a good way. I don't know. Do you want to talk
I
about
mean-
life, death, religion, mythology right now? I mean, we
I
can.
mean, I don't think
Shit,
that's
yeah,
really
dude.
I don't think
Do
it's
we
just
need to?
religion. I just think the possibility.
Are we gonna talk about politics afterwards? 'Cause
Yeah, I know,
just
dude.
to make sure.
Dude,
Let's talk about
everybody
religion
else
and then
does.
politics.
I might as well jump the bed.
I don't
jump
think
on
of
the
it as called.
bandwagon.
I don't even think of it as being
What's up,
called
Rumble?
religion. Like I think of it as just how many possibilities can you think of?
Well, there's
your
an
reality
infinite of
existing.
possibilities that you could think of as to what happens after you pass on to this
Yeah.
this mortal coil.
And like I mean, and do you accept that like that those possibilities could be like the actual true one, and like what you may perceive may or may not be the actual truth?
Really
You
getting
know.
deep.
That's I mean,
I hear you, Billy.
yeah, man.
Tell you what, I like turtles.
Total
I
cereal?
fucking love turtles, dude.
Oh, turtles? Like ninjas?
I like ninjas too.
Not turtles. Just regular turtles.
Regular
Not
turtles?
ninjas,
They're
just
okay
regular
too.
turtles.
I like me some regular turtles. Do you like tortoises or do you like turtles?
I like tortoises. I like land tortoises.
Those
Fuck
big
sea
giant
turtles.
ones that live to be like
the African
7,000
cell,
years old.
like the African Salcutta. You know what that one is? It's actually my favorite
Will
land
it eat
tortoise.
me?
No, it's a land
Then I like
tortoise. It eats like it's an herbivore.
Are there any meat-eating turtles?
Yeah, man, snapping turtles. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Fuck, dude, those things fucking eat you.
They will eat your eyes like jujubes.
Fucking like corn on the cob.
That's
Eat
what I
your
thought
ass
of whenever
like
you.
corn on the cob. I'm ready.
You guys got me thinking about that crap.
Which
Because
crap?
somebody says stuff like that.
Corn on the cob.
I'll eat it. And I'm like,
I'll
People
eat
that-
your ass.
Corn on the cob or just eating ass?
both at the same time.
I've never been so hot in a moment where I'm like, yo, I gotta eat that ass.
Really?
Where
Damn.
I'm just like, yo, turn around, let me taste that butt.
Oh no!
Oh.
Yes, run in, you look her.
Maybe you with your fucking dwarfs, but
What do you mean my dwarves, dude?
Your nugget dwarves?
I don't know where this. I don't know.
one-eyed dwarfs that you fucking.
Now they're one-eyed? One-eyed, no limbs. Dwarfs.
I'll hear about this later. I'm just kidding, Billy.
Talk about this later.
Pretty sure she had two eyes that worked perfectly fine.
I like how this is a conversation we got to put a pin in.
Oh,
Cross-eyed.
yeah,
He's like, man, you brought up the midget girl again.
Put a pin
I don't
in
care
it.
that he brings up the midget. I mean, it's just
Okay.
it's like saying it's like yeah. I mean, yeah, and you've had sex with chicks that are completely like proportioned correctly. Right on.
No. Yeah, you fucking normie.
I mean, are you
I've lived a life. That's what
are
you're
you
thinking.
telling me
You're going,
like
"I've
okay,
lived a
wait.
life."
So if you really saw the chick like from Total Recall with the 3 tits, you wouldn't bang her?
Whoa. Pump
Yeah,
your
well,
brakes,
that's
son. Who
different
said
than,
that?
than the dwarf person.
Why is it? It's something that's not to the normal, the normal standard.
It's about
I don't think I would. I don't think I would go for
A
that.
chick with 3 titties.
I mean, she could provide for 3 babies. In the case of Armageddon, you would want her in your tribe. know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eye jobs. He means that in the naughty way.
Yep.
A mini Cyclops.
I love Cyclops.
The X-Men?
Just the one-eyed character concept is always pretty much a
What is your feeling on
up.
Cyclops the X-Man?
I think as in compared to what?
Just in general, what's your viewpoint?
Like as in compared to like a lemon or a brick or
other X-Men? Other X-Men.
Oh, other X-Men. Oh, that's an interesting comparison.
Compared to a 72 Buick. What do you
Okay.
think?
Well,
Yeah,
see, like,
yeah,
I mean,
72 Buick.
I picked something I thought would have been a more fair comparison. I mean, you know.
You mean a lemon, a brick, or a 72 Buick is a better
potato.
comparison than other X-Men?
Yeah. Compared
Or
to
how about
other X-Men.
if you were going to make a team for the X-Men, would you have
Hmm.
Cyclops as
Okay.
the leader, or would you have
Oh
Storm?
no. No. Yes.
Who would you have as a leader?
I am a fan of the era when Storm was leader.
She had.
So if we're
like
talking about,
Stormers,
so X-Men has had a lot of people in it. So it's like, so I don't know, what do we? Not that I'm trying to dodge the question, but so who are we talking about?
X-Men from now until 1963.
Okay, he's pretty mid for me. He's pretty mid.
Well, then who would you have lead? You would have Storm leading the X-Men.
Because like even though his name is Cyclops, he's not really a one-eyed character. If that makes sense.
That's what you have against him.
That's just his code name. Well, when I said that I like Cyclops,
I saw one design one time where it was like a helmet and it was like focused into like one projectile beam, and I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. Like,
like
they actually fucking went with it.
Yeah, like see, I think that would be. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I don't like. I mean, I don't know. It's more Visor Man. He's not really Cyclops Man.
Right.
I like like I said, I like the aesthetic of like the one-eyed character. Even like the ninja from Metal Gear Solid had one eye, and that looked really fucking cool. It was all like cybernetic with one eye on one side. I was like, yeah, that's dope.
Cyclops had one eye in the Age of Apocalypse storyline where
even like
Wolverine clawed out one of his eyeballs.
Yeah, even like robot designs like Chappie are kind of like Cyclops one eye kind of thingy. Like, and I just like like the old school like classic Cyclops is one eye.
He just had one eye.
Like a single, like it wasn't like two.
It
wasn't two optical sensors. It was just like one square in the middle, like one eye.
Yeah, a lot of people, okay. First off, the chat's talking about Shakespeare, and we're trying to talk comics.
And there was even there was even the Robotech, the one Valkyrie that was different that had the one eye.
Had the one eye thing. Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that one, you weeb. But a lot of people hated Cyclops, and it's his personality. I like his power. I think it is dope that
his
it's
powerful. His power is pretty cool. Well, and I like that, like when his power kind of manifested, the fact of how dangerous he instantly became, and like how self-conscious he had to be of himself. He like basically like until like they figured out the ruby glasses thing, he basically was living a life where like, oh great, now I have to keep my eyes, I'm basically now blind for the rest of my life, and if I try to look at the world, I'll destroy it.
Yeah, that was the cool thing about the X-Men in the beginning. It was like they were all kind of misfits and fuck-ups. Not fuck-ups, but it was like, oh, this guy like can't open his eyes unless he has special visors. This girl, I don't know, she's hot, but she can move stuff. This other guy is like deformed. I don't know. I guess maybe
she can move stuff.
You know what I mean? It's like weird powers that they come together.
Oh yeah. But they were outcasts. They were considered degenerates and misfits and unwanted ones. That was cool. Yeah. See, they're all talking about like Shakespeare and stuff. Nerds. I don't know. Who would you have leading your X-Men bar?
I was a fan of when Magneto led the X-Men, and when Storm led the X-Men, and specifically, like punk rock, Mohawk
Storm is Mohawk Storm is the best storm.
I don't know. You know what? Maybe it depends. I know I'm thinking maybe Cable. Maybe
he'd be a good leader.
Like a tacticianal, I'm thinking tactician. Maybe
Well,
not necessarily like, what a dope fucking powers, but just like who's like smart enough to like fucking call the shots.
But see, and that's the thing.
Fucking Beast, like has Beast ever fucking led the X-Men?
I think Cable. See, but that's. Who are we calling the leader of the X-Men? Are we calling? What about, is Professor Xavier above that? Or are we calling it like team leader?
I'm thinking
because team leader
like on location
is different than
person.
like who's.
It would have to be team leader because Professor X is like the head of the X-Men. He's the
okay.
The checks.
Okay. Well, because because that's when I started thinking about. I was like, you know what? When Magneto was leading the team, he was kind of in the more Professor X role. He wasn't really in the team leader role, like out in the trenches and shit. You know.
He was like a coach.
Well, he was like a CEO, not like a fucking
employee.
Not a boss.
Not a.
So I'm thinking like you have like a quarterback. The quarterback is out there doing the shit, and then you have the coach on the sidelines, fucking kind of orchestrating.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What layer am I drawing on?
You have a producer, and then you have an art director. Yeah. Someone with a vision, and then someone executing on that vision.
People get down on Cyclops because of his attitude, and I get it. He's kind of a douche, but I mean, you got to have somebody with a clear head, so it helps. But Cable is a good one. I like Cable.
But see, at the same time, like I
pussy whipped all the time.
And he's just like, he's too. I don't know. I like my, I don't know. Maybe it's being trying to be edgy or whatever. But like, he's the same reason that I don't like why Leonardo's not my favorite turtle.
He's a suck up.
Because he's like the good boy.
Everybody's
he's
cool.
Like he's like the whatever, Yeah, he's
goody two shoes.
He's kind of the suck up. He's the fucking the goody two shoes. He's the
Rumble likes Beast. Yeah, Beast is good.
It's like, why do you gotta like everything you gotta? Why does everything you do have to like fucking be to like fucking make Master Splinter fucking think that you're the best all the time? It's like, dude, fucking be your own man. Be your own fucking turtle, Leo.
I don't think his constant beam is due to an injury. That's just his mutation. Like it's. Yeah, I don't know.
That's his mutation. Yeah.
Yeah. He
that's
opens his
mutation.
eyes and that shit goes off.
Yeah, just bam. Yeah, his. Well, I mean, yeah.
He has to sleep with fucking.
Well, because it's like it's basically reversed because our eyes are ocular organs that intake light. Like photons. Like we process light photons into neural processes that our brains like interpret, right?
And it's kinetic energy. It's not heat energy.
Yeah,
right. It's not heat or anything. It's kinetic.
Yeah. So like his brother Havoc is like the same thing, but like Havoc, it's like released like through his body.
Yeah. So instead of just absorbing those light photons, Cyclops's eyes emit photons.
Talks that it's actually interdimensional. Like he actually taps into another dimension whenever he's firing his powers.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like light physics, like in reverse. Like
No, there were
instead of just
No,
having them
because
go
then
in, they
it's
come
almost
out.
like he needs to like recharge, and I don't
Well, I
think
thought,
there's
well,
any kind of
no,
recharge to it. I think
no,
he
no,
just like
no.
fucking
I think
kicks it in.
that's why I thought he had the ruby, because like the ruby just blocks that light wave from coming out. Almost like if it was a
well.
different color, the lenses
I
would
think
need
that's
to be
how it
like
originally was, Billy. I
cobalt
think,
or blue
yeah,
or something.
I think that's how it originally was, Billy. But they might have retconned it to be like, oh, it's an
Oh,
interdimensional thing.
oh, that's weird.
Dude,
See,
that's how you
I just
fucking
thought it
get
was
around
science.
calling it, like, yeah, I'm going to have a character who's going to be Cyclops based, and he's going to have an actual Cyclops kind of rig. And instead of red, it'll be blue that he fucking shoots out.
That's
Or it'll
where
be a mood ring. Like it shoots out different colors because of how
that's why I
whatever
like the
mood
Age of
he's in.
Apocalypse line. Like he actually was a Cyclops. Like Wolverine clawed out his eyeball.
And
So
that was how Wolverine lost
a
that claw.
hand. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how he lost a hand.
This whole new school shit with Krakoa. You guys, are you familiar with what's going on with the
A
X-Men
little bit.
and the Krakoa stuff? It's kind of ridiculous, but at the same time, I will say the way they're doing Professor X with like that bodysuit and like that kind of Cyclops Cerebro on his head, I'm kind of digging that.
You like that? That
I like the
Cerebro
helmet.
head?
The helmet thing I like.
You like
I think
Helmet Professor X?
yeah, Helmet X.
Yeah, but he's not crippled anymore, though, is he?
Whatever, dude. Give him the big helmet.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever. Like
Give him the big
whatever.
helmet, man. He's the big helmet.
Havoc has the same type of power. Yeah,
Take it,
yeah.
baby.
Havoc does. Havoc was always more. I like Havoc a lot more. Obviously, Havoc Wolverine. That comic was.
Meltdown.
I liked
Yeah.
everything about Havoc except for like I didn't like his face mask.
With the little jewel.
You didn't like old school Havoc with that?
No,
that
how like the strips across his face right here. Remember how it had black strips like on his face? Like
Well, he had a mask that had like that Atom type looking like things.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the part on his face that was around his like cheeks and nose. Like there was also black strips that connected it right there.
No.
Yes,
I'm gonna
dude.
Google this right now.
Oh my god. You're crazy.
I'm a mad lad.
Don't prove me wrong.
No, I just need to see it. Havoc.
I thought it was like black with like silver bands going up and over it. With like a weird jewel on his forehead.
Yeah,
Shape of an L.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yep. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Black strips like on the cheek face part, dude.
That connect like the mask to the nose bridge part.
Yeah. It's lame.
It's bullshit.
It looks dumb.
You think so? I don't think that's that.
Looks
I mean,
dumb.
it doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be there, but
Yep. Doesn't need to be there at all.
let's show chat. I'm going to show chat. No, I don't want to share the link out. All right. This is what Billy's talking about.
Make it bigger. Make it bigger.
I can't make it any bigger than that, though. It won't let me zoom in.
You just make it bigger.
You can, they can see it.
Yeah. No, right up there at the end of your
Right where?
Oh man.
Here. Right here. Usually you click on it and it doesn't. I'm not doing it, Billy. It's okay. It's fine. They can see it. But these little strappy thingies right here. You didn't
Let me
dig those.
see. Oh, yeah, those little parts. Okay. I remember the big silver shit on his head, but that part. Yeah, that's a dumb fucking outfit.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it.
I just don't like the part on the face.
Right, like these little strippy thingies. Yeah.
Yep. Like either just cover the mouth part and just have it just be your eyes out. That would be better. Or like just because it like those triangular parts fuck with like the circular part that like that the power is like having, and it just I don't know, looks weird. I don't like it. And like even though like that comic that you're talking about, I love that comic too, but I still that part of Havoc's costume I was never a fan of, even when I was a kid.
I
Yeah,
kind of dug it. You can dig it. Can you dig it?
Can you dig it? What a
Can
great
you
fucking
dig
movie,
it?
dude.
Oh, dude, that movie's so. Aren't they supposed to? I heard. Were they remaking that? Is that one of the ones they're supposed to ruin?
They better not fucking remake it.
Dude, that movie is so classic. It's
Turf.
beyond. It's ridiculous. And then you have that Carmen San Diego talking in the radio in the microphone
Hey
all the
there,
time.
boppers.
Hey there, Babas.
Dude, what a great movie.
Such a classic.
You know, that's one of the, like, it's so funny. Like, I remember my stepmom, like, showed me that movie and was like, I don't know, she thought I would, like, get scared in New York or be concerned about gangs or something. I don't know what she was thinking, but she showed that to me and I was like, that was the coolest fucking movie I've ever seen. And she
I
was
want to
like,
be in a gang.
holy shit. I was like, there's gangs in
Warriors.
New York? I was like, yeah, that's cool. Holy shit. Do I get to wear a little jacket?
Get the jacket. I get the Warriors jacket. I get the jacket.
It's a great movie. It's a great story. And can you fucking dig it, dude? It's so fucking dope. Fighting
Billy,
over
do you know if they're
turf.
supposed to remake that one?
Talking about the Warriors?
Yeah.
Turf.
I'll come out and play.
He killed Cyrus. They killed Cyrus.
They didn't though.
Isn't the Ducky Boys in that too?
The what?
Ducky Boy.
The fuck
Ducky
is that?
Boys. In the Warriors. They're like the weird like gang of like psychopath kids or whatever.
The Ducky Boys?
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of a
Apparently.
different movie.
I don't remember Ducky Boys. Chat, do you remember Ducky Boys? There's Billy hallucinating again.
Tripping.
Did Billy smoke the wrong thing today?
Tripping.
Armpits are weird.
Tripping hard.
Armpits are weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said it.
That was funny.
We are. Anybody see any good movies lately?
Sorry, I'm like really quiet getting into this.
Yeah,
Any
you
good movies?
Any good movies? I rewatched the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings movies again recently.
Extended?
No, I think I just watched all the regular ones.
Gangs in New York. That's a good movie too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was Gangs of New York. I don't know.
No, it might have been the Duckies. It might have been Gangs in New York. I think you're right. I think he's right.
I don't
But
recall there being any duckies though. There was the dead rabbits. There was
you sure?
the shirt tails. There's the fucking.
Oh no, it was a movie called The Wanderers.
Oh,
And it was about like New York gangs. I looked it up. And the Ducky Boys were like these fucking crazy motherfuckers. The Wanderers. I don't know if anyone else has seen that movie.
I mean, it sounds familiar, but then again, what does it to me these days? No, I watched Incredibles 2 last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I hadn't seen it. Last time I saw it was in the theater with my ex-girlfriend. I'm like, I haven't seen this in a long time. It's pretty good. It's a good movie.
The first
fun.
Incredibles.
What is that, Bar?
You said the first. You're talking about the first Incredibles?
I
Second.
said two.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But you're good. Yeah, I love the first one also. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
They better not make a third one. We'll ruin it.
Yeah, they're not going to really push that one.
Good. I don't want them to.
Yeah, two is enough.
It's normal.
2's enough, and they're
it's
both
too normal for them.
They're both really good.
There's not enough
that's right.
fucking weird shit. You know, it's like everybody's just like living their dream.
No, I actually just did watch. I was like, wait, no, there's two movies that I just fucking watched. I'm like, what was it? I watched Godzilla King of the Monsters from 2019, and then I watched Godzilla versus Kong 2021. Like I watched those two movies back to back.
Was that
Play
the one that
Cool.
we were supposed to watch? Now that's like ringing a bell.
Well, I just watched both of those.
What did you think of Kong versus Godzilla?
I think Kong got put in his place like he should have. Fucking bitch. Like, everywhere he was at, whether he was in the water or he was on land, he got fucking schooled by the fucking real motherfucking king, bitch. Godzilla, motherfucker.
Do you think?
Like, dude, the only way he was winning is because he had a battle axe that was made of one of Godzilla's fucking back fins, dude. Like, if he didn't have that battle axe made from a bit of Godzilla, he would have got schooled even fucking harder, dude.
Well,
Do
it's
you
not
think-
a fucking. It's not an even setup. If Godzilla has atomic breath, he has like atomic like
Dude,
range weapons.
that's like saying, well, the problem with Anderson Silva is that his hands are just too fast and his legs are too long. You know?
No, that would be like Anderson Silva fighting somebody with those little fucked up hands that grow off of their shoulders.
Okay, well, if he did so be it.
Well, that's not really a fair fight. If Anderson Silva has the whole range of his arm,
I know,
and this
but like,
dude has
I mean,
the fucking epaulets
but
of fingers.
dude, but if we lived in a world where people did have that, we would have fighting that was like that, and we would just accept it. So I'm saying, like, if we're just saying like Godzilla versus Kong, you know, that's just those are the rules. Godzilla versus Kong, not exception versus not without your breath, though. It's like, okay, well then you can't jump too high, monkey boy. You know, you gotta stay on the ground.
Monkey boy.
All right, monkey boy. Geez.
You know.
So you think a primate couldn't beat a lizard?
Oh my god, dude, he's not just a fucking lizard, dude. He's a
He's a lizard. He's just king lizard. I'm sorry. Oh,
holy shit, dude. It's like I'm talking to children.
It's like playing cards with my fucking brother's kids.
Yeah, god damn it. It's like, I don't know, you want a Stouffer's pizza? Stouffer's TV dinner, Grandma? God damn it.
do you guys recall the
No, dude, Godzilla,
Gambit
like,
Cyclops?
it was cool that they at least came together at the end to fucking
Fight
like-
the giant robot.
yeah, fucking take out the other thingy and be
I thought
like,
that was
and be-
pretty fucking
yeah.
stupid. I mean, I like the robot idea, but them like I'm operating it because I'm inside his skull. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was
Stupid as
funny,
shit.
dude. I didn't realize it was even inside his skull till like halfway through the movie when they panned out a little bit. I was like, oh, because like I thought he was just in some weird like future looking room at first, and then they pan out. I'm like, oh, he's in the
No,
skull
he's in his skull.
with LED lights going.
Right? Like, dude, chill.
I didn't see it, but I still say the monkey can beat a lizard. I mean, he has the
I'm glad the
advantage.
first fight was in the ocean. Like fucking dude,
Yo, he beat
Kong.
Godzilla, beat
He-
the shit out of him.
God, he like fucking and then bit him just like a crocodile and started taking him down into the ocean. And fucking Kong was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, Kong was like, later, skaters.
Yeah. He's like, wait, I need plot armor to save me, please. Like,
Oh, man.
this lizard's about to take me down.
Look on that.
I mean, they might have done it on the Animal Planet where it's just like, crocodile versus shark or something. They might have had gorilla versus crocodile, but I'm pretty sure Godzilla versus Kong in the ocean. Yeah, Godzilla.
Oh, Godzilla Kong in the ocean. Godzilla will win. Without a doubt.
Yes.
That's unfair advantage.
But like, dude, it was like I'm saying, it was just even their builds, like the way that the artistry was done for like huge, big, tall gorilla versus like giant, not just like lizard. You're talking about like a lizard like crawling on the ground. Dude, this is like a huge like fucking sumo wrestler, fucking built, fucking legs like lizard with the fucking mouth that's like a dragon, and like fucking yoked ass fucking forearms that can like grab you and grapple with you. So it's like,
What?
It's a
Godzilla's forearms?
he's like, Dude, he's
He
like
had
a
like
fan-
T-Rex arms, doesn't he?
No, dude.
Yeah, he does.
Remember, like even in all the
I
other
wouldn't
monster
say he has
movies, like
opposable thumbs, but he's definitely got some paws on him.
yeah, I mean, like remember, like in the old
Like a
ones where
bear.
the guys in the suit, like he would almost like wrestle with like the monsters when he was like fighting with him and stuff. Sometimes,
Yeah, but I still don't think he has that arm strength.
and his tail
Kong,
is like
though.
super huge, where he can like swing it and like fucking like tail whip and fucking break buildings and shit, dude. Like,
Yeah, but a primate's smarter.
it's not like he's like got a lizard brain. He's
He's got a lizard brain.
Also, I don't really think it matters how smart you are. It's like, is a fucking chimpanzee smarter than a fucking crocodile? Yes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter if you put a fucking chimpanzee in a pool with an alligator. Like,
No.
Yeah,
In that
shit.
regard, yeah, Kong is
or-
Kong.
or
But-
like a Komodo dragon. Like you put that fucking chimpanzee down, that Komodo dragon's gonna fuck that chimpanzee up, dude.
You ever see The Freshman with Matthew Broderick, where they eat a Komodo dragon?
No.
They don't really eat. The
I
Komodo
remember that
dragon.
movie. They don't really eat the animal.
No, they don't eat
like,
the
It's
dragon.
all a
No.
fucking scam,
Yeah, it's
right?
a scam.
Like,
Yeah, it's Fugazi.
it's Fugazi. Yeah, I remember that movie because I was like, "Oh, that's fucked up. They're eating all these people," and it's like, "Nah, they're just giving them like chicken and telling them that it's this rare fucking ostrich or
Yeah, which is
like, oh my god, this
Yeah.
rare manatee," and it's really just like fucking, halibut or something.
Yep. Good movie.
Mm-hmm.
It has Marlon Brando in it, Billy.
Marlon Brando, it's your boy Marlon.
Your boy.
Is that oh he's oh
How about
Okay.
your boy?
I didn't know he was my boy.
It's your boy, Billy.
I know. I didn't know he was my boy.
It's your boy.
I'm gonna go ahead and need you to be his boy.
My boy Brando.
I may not be able to finish this in time for the auction.
Mark, who's there, your boy?
Let me change so like people don't have to look at the side of my face. I can.
Why you and Bar are the candy. You're what's bringing the chat here. You know.
Oh Lord, nuh-uh.
Yeah, dude. That's I bring the.
You're
That's what
keeping
I
the.
do.
You're keeping all the viewers
I can bring those big views in that like people show up for the streams that I'm on, or or I can be kicked off a show because I got too high energy. I don't know.
Whoa!
Sometimes I'm just
Shots fired.
sometimes
Shots fired! Shots fired!
sometimes I'm too much for some people to handle.
Billy, you're perfect energy for me to handle.
Your energy
Well, I mean-
is amazing.
Well, you also work with another William.
I work with another lunatic, is what you meant to say.
No, I said William. Like
I know,
he's also
but-
his name's also William, and yeah, he's a little much. He's interesting.
He is a bit off the cuff sometimes.
He's very colorful, man.
And
Little guy.
yeah, so see, we're not racists. He's colorful.
Yeah,
He,
he's colorful.
he is half Latina. It checks out.
Latina.
Yeah. What's up, hockey? That's
yes,
Billy
I
saying
gotta
hi to
get
you,
a
hockey.
new- Fuck. All right, guys. I didn't
You
want
up?
to boogie for a second. Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on, Bar. What's up,
Hey,
Jay?
buddy.
wait,
I'll see you guys
hey, Barb, what do you got going on today?
Like right now.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Pew
All right,
pew.
look.
He's asking about pew pew.
I was just wondering if at any point today you might
Pew pew.
have to drop into the DMZ at some point.
Actually,
Is that what you're going to do right now?
I can end this, that's fine.
I'm saving this this background that I'm doing, and then I'm gonna go fucking schwack some motherfuckers.
Billy,
down?
you can go join him. Go join him, Billy.
No, I'm not going to leave you alone.
No. I can end it. We've been going 2 hours, dude.
Okay.
Better,
I mean, only if
Thanks for
you're
coming on,
only if only.
Oh wait, hey, Corey's here. Why don't you invite Corey on? Corey will keep this shit going.
I was gonna end it. I mean,
He
I
said
didn't
he
know
was-
that you were going to stream. I told my brother that I would play with him at
Like
at
Corey.
5:30, but I've like pushed it
Corey.
because I'm hanging out with you, and I'm working on this thing. But now that I'm like I've hit a moment, I'm like ready to fucking canoe some fucking domes.
no, go do your thing.
No, you go have your time with your brother. I'm gonna kick it here with Jason.
Are
you
Do
sure?
me any favors,
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't want you to have to end it just because, like,
dude. We've been going
Video
2
game.
hours. I mean, I work faster sometimes if I'm not streaming because I want to pay attention to chat. Like I can't even find Corey. I saw hockey jump.
Corey's
in.
on there. What's going on, Corey? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, there he
Corey-
is. I found him now. What's
Corey
up?
says, "No, keep it going. I just got here."
Yeah.
I mean, why?
I did say
2
that I was
hours.
only gonna stay for an hour to begin with.
What's with the boobs? Oh, that's the leopard queen from the Max.
I look like a floating head.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna bounce because I did say I was only gonna stay for an hour.
Yeah, we're gonna end it. We're gonna end it. That's fine.
right.
It's been going.
Thanks,
2 hours.
everybody.
I'm like,
Yeah, thanks for coming on, everybody.
Make a
You guys can leave. I'll end it.
ho. Do I look like a
See you guys
floating
later.
head?
Thanks for coming on. I'm gonna show Frog G one last time for anyone new that came in. So these guys all have stuff on there, by the way, on Frog G. So
Look at that dragon.
you guys can bounce. It's good.
No.
For fuck's sake, what's going on, hockey?
What do you mean? Go do your stuff. It takes me an
Hail,
hour and a half
guys.
to do what I want.
No, we'll say if you're gonna end right now, we'll just stay till you end it. Okay, so go for it.
I'm just gonna end it.
All right.
I'm just gonna close it down.
Thanks, everybody.
Hail CG. Hail the chat.